is September 30th, 2025. Yep, it's a Tuesday, and that means it is Real Boxing with Coach Ronnie Shields.
The Boxing Source proudly presents Real Boxing with legendary fight trainer Ronnie Shields.
Yes, that's right. It is Real Boxing with Ronnie Shields, and we're having a little bit of a here, but we still got things going here with the coach and everything like that. But first, as always, I introduce my great co-host here joining us on this show here from War a Week Boxing, brother Joseph Heron. What's going on, brother Joseph?
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is my favorite part of the week, and we get to converse with the living legend, Coach Ronnie Shields. Ronnie, how are you, brother? Woo!
Doing great, man. Doing great.
I tell you what, Coach, my voice is still hoarse from Sunday night. How about yours?
Yeah, definitely.
Look, if we like honestly, I think Jaime Munguia has better defense than our Dallas Cowboys this year.
Yeah, they probably do. He probably does.
Oh,
Shame.
jeez. But I tell you what, a 40-40 tie, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
man.
playing the Jets next, so we'll be all right.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah,
Oh, stop it.
yeah. No, listen. I certainly thought at the very least that we would have beat the Bears, but we got beat by the Bears, man. Like,
And
come
you know what?
on.
You know what? We're not talking about that, brother. We're staying positive on this show. Come on now.
Right.
I was being positive when I said we had the defense of Jaime Munguia. Woo!
Oh man,
Oh,
yeah,
I tell you what,
those
there's
are.
a lot to discuss, James. What do you want to start with first, my friend?
Oh, geez. I mean, we're trying to, catch up with last week and last weekend and whatnot. But of course, you had the coach that was, out on the move as he always is. But this time, he was out there by Fort Worth, Texas, as they were
Mm.
getting ready and prepared for the November 8th fight card that's going to be out there, headlined by Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Eric Lubin, as he has two fighters that are on the card there in Josh Edwards there and David Stevens, and they're able to speak out there for that press conference. So how was that atmosphere out there for the press conference, Coach?
Oh, it was great, man. Virgil Ortiz, he's really popular in the Fort Worth, Texas area. So, you know, uh, and the press conference was at Texas Live. So that's always a venue that's, a bunch of restaurants, bars, and people pack that place. So it
Yeah,
was really nice.
that's always a lively venue there over by Texas Live, and to like have
You've got
listen to the
Josh
press
Edwards. You've got Josh Edwards and David Stevens on that card.
Yes.
Hey, and do you think you're going to have Josh Edwards on the December 13th card in San Antonio, baby?
I don't know.
Woo!
Hopefully, hopefully we get this guy out of here, and then they say, yeah, let's bring him right back.
Yeah, because we're going to talk all about that too, because a lot of fans are belly aching about that being on pay-per-view, Amazon Prime. But look, I'm going to say this right now. Uh, Roach, he deserves that. I'm sorry, he beat Tank Davis. And he really wants that smoke. And I'm going to say it, he deserves this platform. And he deserves to go head to head in a really great style matchup for the fans in Pitbull Cruz. Ronnie, don't you think fans should just support boxing in America that isn't in which a promoter actually like PBC, right? A promotional company like PBC actually wants to take care of the fighters?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and that's what fans ought to have to get behind. Stuff like that.
Yeah, for
But
sure. I
I
mean,
can't. Well, we're going to talk all about. We're going to get your thoughts, Ronnie, tonight on Zuffa boxing and the big announcement in a little bit. We're not going to get right into that right now, are we, James?
nah, not necessarily, man. But we got a couple of things here that we're going to be going through. We don't usually have our little scheduled thing there for the rapid fire Q&A, but not for this edition of Real Boxing with Coach Ronnie Shields. We have like a special thing here with these lists, so we had to put brother Morgan to the side here. He's off for this week.
Oh,
So
boo.
but we had to call in for duty here with our other great guys. So let's cue him up right here. Here he goes.
Maybe, just maybe, it's time for Coach Ronnie's Top 10. Bing!
A couple firemen there,
Woo!
with Coach Teddy Atlas there. So
It's a
that being
rivalry.
said here, man. All right, this one we're gonna talk about of course with September 13th that went by and everything like that with that super fight between, as I say, Santoso Alvarez Barragan and Terrence Allen Crawford, with Crawford scoring that win there in a big fashion to become the new undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. Now we have to look at what could it mean for brother Canelo Alvarez. So when it comes to like big fights or well-known fighters, we're gonna go with the list of top 10 fighters who suffered a steep decline after a devastating loss. I don't know if you see that there, Coach Ronnie, or not.
I can't see anything.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's
Okay.
all right. I'll read it today,
Yep.
brother.
All
I'll
right.
read it today.
All right. So here we go with brother Joe. He's gonna go here with number 10.
Number 10 is Amir Khan, known for his dazzling hand speed and Olympic pedigree. Amir Khan rose to international fame with his exciting style, but after a crushing first-round knockout by Bradis Prescott in 2008, followed later by a brutal knockout from Canelo Alvarez, Khan's chin became his Achilles heel. Woo! Coach?
Yeah.
Did you expect him to be higher on that list?
I think that's the highest you can go, huh? We're going top 10, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Like,
We
honestly,
could put him at 100. I mean, that'd be great.
look,
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, I give him credit for having big wins after that devastating first round knockout loss at the hands of Bradis Prescott.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was never the same and he wasn't as revered after that knockout loss.
And he should have never fought Canelo.
Yeah,
yeah.
that
That
was
was a money grab.
Yep.
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 Yeah, and we won't even mention the Kell Brook fight, man.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Chihuahua,
yeah.
man. But yeah, look, he was never the same, guys. Never the same after that Bradis Prescott. Even though he got big wins against Zab Judah, very impressive victory.
Yeah.
Very impressive victory over Marcos Maidana.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That guy's his own size. But going to try to fight Canelo, that was just a money grab.
Yeah. So what's number 9, James?
All right, here we go with number 9.
Yeah, we're going to do Pat Summerall this time. And number 9 is Zab Judah, one of the most naturally gifted fighters of his era. Judah possessed lightning speed and technical skill, but his shocking stoppage loss to Kostya Tszyu in 2001 derailed his momentum, exposing cracks in his temperament and mental toughness. dare I say, setting the table for his loss to Corey Spinks. Holy cow.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
think
no,
he,
no. Who is the Argent? No, he beat Corey Spinks, didn't he?
Well, he had the first fight and he lost by decision. Then he had the rematch for the undisputed titles and he
Oh,
won.
that's right.
But
So who is the Argentine he lost all the titles to?
oh God, I usually don't mention his name, but I'm going to do it this time, and that's Carlos Baldemir.
Oh,
yeah,
Carlos Baldemir.
yes,
That's what I
I'm gonna
meant.
call him
Setting the
Baltimore.
table. Oh, jeez. Yeah, poor Zab, man. I really thought he was gonna be the next big star of boxing, but
Well, but Zab, man, I worked with Zab for a few years, and he such a really good fighter, man. He has speed and power, and man, and for a southpaw to have both of those, that's Marvin Hagler in a nutshell.
yep,
Yeah,
yep. It's just that sneaky straight right hand of Kostyazu. Damn.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got caught with that, but sometimes even with that, he was able to. What was it? I thought he won a light, or super lightweight title after that. Then went to welterweight to become the undisputed champion. So he was able to win championships, after that. And for me, I felt like what he should be considered in the list for a Hall of Fame.
Wait a minute, he's
oh,
not in the Hall of Fame yet?
No, he's not.
and there's
What
no
the
way.
hell?
Yeah, he should be there. There's no way in the world he shouldn't be there.
Five division or five-time world champion. 5 time in multiple divisions. 5 times. And he's still not in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that
Nobody,
makes sense.
nobody sleeping.
Chingao, man. Yet Sylvester Stallone is in the hall. Yeah, you gotta love it. Al
Yep.
Bernstein's in the hall. Steve Farhood's in the hall now. Chingao, guys.
Oh man, yeah, it's
Yeah,
absolutely
let's let's
insane. But
let's
yeah,
change the subject, man.
yeah, all right. Here we go with number 8 here, Joe.
Oh boy. And this is brought to you by True Value Hardware. No, I'm kidding. Victor Ortiz bursting onto the scene with explosive power. Ortiz was seen as a future superstar and the next Golden Boy. However, after quitting in brutal battle with Marcos Maidana in 2009 and later being broken down by Floyd Mayweather Jr., Ortiz's reputation for lacking heart never left him. Look, you could go on and on. You could say Luis Colazo. You could
Right,
say the Riverside Rocky. I
Yeah,
could just go on and on about Victor Ortiz. Vicious Vivian Ortiz. I will say this, though, Ronnie. He somewhat redeemed himself in that fight with Andre Berto, didn't he?
yeah, he did. He did. Absolutely.
And
You
that
know,
was Ring
he-
Magazine's Fight of the Year.
yeah. He got himself in great shape, and he fought like the Victor Ortiz that started out.
Yep. He showed a lot of heart and toughness there, but that was his last stand, apparently.
Yeah,
yeah,
it happens.
and
Oh, because you remember it was Super Bowl week in New York, and they had him on Fox Sports. The big Fox, Victor Ortiz versus Luis Colazo.
mm-hmm.
Oh, he got his ass smoked like a brisket.
Oh man.
It was.
Well, and such is boxing, guys. It happens.
Oh man,
But
that
yeah, he was never the same after that Marcos Maidana fight.
yeah, I think it was that Floyd Mayweather fight. I couldn't forget that. I mean, that was like a big day in like college sports or whatever it is, and then you end to watch that, and then to see
Yeah.
the thing where he had the two headbutts, and then he tried to do a handshake with Floyd.
Oh,
Floyd just
geez.
cracked him with the 1-2.
Yeah, but
I'm clever, I'm firm. Yeah,
yeah,
okay. Well, look,
Ridiculous
guys,
at
he
all
was
times,
look,
buddy.
James, he was already damaged goods, brother.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was.
So look, I'm gonna bring this up. We're not even at the end of the list, but I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, can Canelo compete at that level after this demoralizing, humiliating loss to a widow guy moving up? Can he do it? I don't know.
Mm. Depends on the level of opponent that it is for Canelo Alvarez. I think.
Hey, Canelo, I'm just going to say this. When you get in the ring with me, you're going to see something special. Just wait. You're going to see something special. We're still waiting for it, Canelo.
Uh,
Woo!
yeah, yeah, that's yeah, Victor Ortiz, man. I mean, he did have those good bouts against Berto and Vivian Harris and hey Nate Campbell too. On his rise, but yeah, that
Yeah,
Mayweather fight, man, that just set the stage for his downfall. You know, and tough break for him on that. All right, we're gonna go here with number 7.
Oh, left hook Lacey. Jeff Lacey, dubbed Mini Tyson for his ferocious style. Jeff Lacey entered his 2006 showdown with Joe Calzaghe as a feared champion. But Calzaghe's masterclass humiliated Lacey over 12 rounds, robbing him of confidence and exposing his limitations. And he was never the same after that, Coach Ronnie. And
yeah,
look, what were you thinking when you saw that unfold?
yeah, man. Jeff, man. And I knew Jeff very well back in the day. And he, I mean, so many people were surprised that he became a world champion. But he was always a good fighter. But to win the world title, man, but then to lose it the way he lost it, wow, that
Yep.
was crazy.
Man, I remember when they had him, built up there
Yeah,
before that fight, a couple fights before, man. As he is like
Yep.
one of our guys in the Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay St. Petersburg area.
yeah,
He had the fight there against Robin Reed in Tampa, with 2005, August of 2005. To get him, kind of like ready for that. And I was so confident behind Jeff Lacey, man. I thought he was gonna get him, and he got absolutely embarrassed. And I'm
yeah,
telling you, to
yeah,
this day, that was the most incorrect pick I've had in boxing ever. Was
yeah.
that
You
having
sure about
so?
that, James?
Yeah.
'Cause you've had some doozies since then, brother.
Yeah, but that one right there, that just stands out to me because Lacey is like one of the ones from Florida, so I
Hey,
was like,
former
oh
Olympian, man.
yeah,
Oh, he was
man,
really good though.
yeah,
Yep, he was really good until he wasn't.
until he,
Yeah.
he never had like a significant win since that, So I was like,
Okay,
yo,
here it is, my Larry Merchant. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put poor Jeff Lacey back together again. There it is.
yep, oh man, geez, here we go. Ooh, number 6. Damn. All right. Ooh.
Oh, Adrian Broner. Once held as the heir to Floyd Mayweather Jr., Adrian Broner had the swagger, speed, and skill to match the hype. But Argentine Marcos Maidana's beatdown in San Antonio, Texas, shattered his confidence and credibility. From that point forward, Broner's career was plagued with inconsistency, missed opportunities, and unfulfilled promise. And that's an understatement, coach.
Yes, it is. You know what, man? And I knew him back then. Because he was with PBC, and we used to fight on cars with him all the time. And man,
Mm-hmm.
his head was so big.
Yep.
He boy, he was bragging about everything and just this and that. And man, he just he got too big for himself.
Yep.
He did. He really got too big for himself. And he just, you know, but in a Madonna fight, man, he folded. He folded so bad in that fight, and it was crazy. But and I felt sorry for him then
Yep.
because he was just bragging way too much, man,
Yep.
about everything. And you know, sometimes that come back to haunt you. And
Yeah, you know what? And when he first came into the business, when Mike Stafford, was
yeah, it was his trainer. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he was a good kid.
he
He
was.
was a good, respectful kid.
He was.
And then he just turned into Mr. Pumpkinhead, like Ronnie said. It was
He did.
weird.
Yeah, it was really weird, man. I didn't understand it, but you know, he started making good money, and then all of a sudden, when he became champion, man, oh, it turned a lick. You know, he started hanging with Floyd Mayweather.
Oh boy.
You know, and sometimes it's the company you keep.
Yep. And also, if you're not rooted in Christ,
Absolutely. Yeah, because
mm,
he went wild after that.
yep, yep.
And man, now I say he's trying to make a comeback.
Oh, are you
Yeah.
serious again?
Yeah,
Oh no.
yep.
Boy, I tell you what, at this, like, come on, you lose to Blair the Flair Cobb, and it wasn't even close. And he wants to make a comeback still?
They said they're
Yeah,
supposed to have a fight lined up for him. I
yeah,
don't
I
know if
saw
it's
that. I read that.
still.
I read that.
Look, if he wants to contribute, use all the tools that Mike Stafford gave you and give back and start training guys. But
He,
he's going to get hurt, Ronnie.
he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna train guys.
No.
He's been he's been like a mentor to a number of the fighters that we see out here today. As
Yeah.
far as like being a scout of sorts for some of the talent that you see. But as far as like him himself, no, it's not going to work. And
Well, you know, the
it,
problem is he's broke, and that's boxing is all he knows.
hmm
Yeah. That's
but
what I'm
it's
saying.
but
Humble yourself. Start giving back to the community. Start training fighters with his name. His gym could blow up in Cincinnati, especially if my Cincinnati Reds do the business on the Dodgers tonight. Woo!
it's
Come on, Red.
also it's
Hey,
also
big
the
shout out to my brother Big Luke, now residing out of Pennsylvania. Love you, brother.
oh, man. It got yeah. Also, you talk about the company you keep, man.
Oh boy.
It
Now,
still
where'd all
gets
those
still
guys go
going
now?
away from
Where does Posse go now? Where'd they
uh
disappear to?
yeah.
I thought he's broke.
Some of them have disappeared. Some of them still hanging around. But yeah, it's I just don't like talking about it. All right, I have to go to number 5. Let's go to number 5.
Fernando. Oh my gosh. For oh,
Ferocious.
this is a classic case of, you know what? I'll let you talk about this one, Ronnie. Fernando Vargas, a ferocious young champion. Vargas seemed destined for greatness until he met Felix Trinidad in 2000. In a brutal all-time great war, Vargas was knocked down 5 times and battered into defeat. But look, man, look at the era he came up in Ronnie. You can't fault him for that.
No, no, man. He came up with some great fighters, and you
Yeah.
know
Mm,
he was always in the gym with us because he was with main events. So
yep,
and we trained together, you know. And man, Fernando, to tell you something, man, he's a really really good guy, really
yep,
good.
Oh man.
And you know, but he never backed down from anybody, and nobody could say he ever backed down from them because he didn't. You know, he was one of those guys. He didn't care who you put him in the ring with. You know, he was ready to go. And that was Fernando, man. You know, he won some and he lost some, but you bet he was in every fight.
Yep.
yeah. It's almost like you could say, Ronnie, he was too tough for his own good.
Yeah,
He was the exact polar opposite of Victor Ortiz.
yes,
Yeah. And
And
everyone,
look,
a lot of
I'll
people.
say this. He came up in the wrong era.
yeah, for sure.
Because I tell you what, in this version, as stacked as it is, in this version of 154, I think he does really well.
Oh, he does great with his style. Oh,
Yep.
absolutely. And he can punch. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know, he was really that good.
hmm and to this day, he's like one of the most beloved former fighters out in the sport. I mean, y'all, for that week, for that Canelo Crawford fight week, and then when they had the open workouts with, Fernando Vargas Jr., like he was like in, of course, like hounded by his fans, and he would stop to, take pictures and, do autographs and all that type of stuff, man. So he's, a very humble guy, man. So he's like, one of those guys that, doesn't, necessarily say no to like someone asking him for, a picture or autograph or something like that too. So, you gotta, give props to someone like Fernando Vargas here, from this point forward, and him, guiding his sons with their professional careers right now. So,
Yeah.
props to him on that. All right, number 4 coming up in this one. Ooh, oh man! All right, you ready to Joe?
Hold on. Before you put it on the screen, Ronnie, who would you say is in the top 4 of guys who were never the same after being humbled miserably in the ring?
Tim Bradley.
Let's see, Tim Bradley, and Tim Bradley.
Uh, I don't. Let me see. I don't know. I can't guess.
Let's see it. Let's see number 4.
All right, here we go. We're
Yeah,
gonna go with
I feel like I'm Richard Dawson on the Family Feud. Survey says.
everybody says. You sure you ain't Ray Combs? All right, here we go. Number 4.
Oh, boo. Oh, for number 4, this one hurts. Meldrick Taylor, one of the
Oh,
fastest and most talented fighters of his generation. Taylor was ahead on points against Julio Cesar Chavez in 90 when a last second stoppage changed everything. His speed and sharpness never returned. Sadly, that's very accurate.
yeah. Well, I was in the corner for that fight,
I know, Coach.
so it was man, Meldick TNT Taylor.
Yep.
Man, he was a real fighter, though. I tell you, he was a
Hmm.
real fighter. When I say real, he was a real fighter. He didn't care who you put him in with. He just wanted to go. He was ready for anybody and everybody. You know, and again in that fight, and I stated this before on this show. In that fight, Lou Duval lost the fight for Meldick that night.
Oh,
And,
jeez.
and he took ownership of that afterwards because he tried to make it look like the bell rang when it didn't. And Meldrick had got up and was looking at Richard Steele. Then all of a sudden, in, in his peripheral vision, he saw Lou jumping into the ring. And when Richard Steele asked him, was he okay to continue, he turned and looked at Lou Duval,
Oh,
jumping into
no.
the ring, and didn't answer the question. And Richard Steele, being the referee who he is, he couldn't show prejudice, so he stopped the fight because Meldrick didn't answer him. And that's what happened in that fight. And man,
Sadly, sadly, those were the days before the 25-second ring sobriety test that we see today. Chingo.
yeah,
It's like, hey, walk towards me.
Walk over
Now walk
here. Walk
backward.
over
Now
there.
walk to the side.
Hey,
Now touch
hey,
your nose.
put your
Chingo.
you put your left hand in. You put your left hand out. You put your left hand in and shake it like
Yeah,
that. Like,
that's it. We got the hokey pokey now. Look, if the standards were different back then, Meldrick Taylor would have won that fight.
yeah. Even
That's the
even
least they should
even
have
if the
given him.
fight had, even if he said, okay, let's go, the bell would have rang,
Yep.
and then Meldrick would have won anyway. Even the 2 points wouldn't have mattered because he was so up in the fight.
Yep.
man.
Boy, what a shame.
Oh,
Where's Kenny Bayless when you need him?
And I got to tell you, man, Richard Steele took a lot of flack behind that, but it wasn't his fault.
Yep.
You can't blame Richard Steele
No.
because it wasn't his fault. He, being who he was at that time, he had to do the right thing. And because that's like throwing a towel in the ring.
Yeah.
The fight is over.
Yep.
And the bylaws tell you, If you step up on that ring apron, the fight is over. Your fight is disqualified.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yep.
mean,
Unfortunately, if it's Coach Calvin, the rules change.
Of course it did.
oh man. Oh
He got away with one on that one.
Look,
yeah.
look, look! I'll just blame it on a terrible ref back in that time. I'll blame it on Eddie Cotton.
Well,
oh
you could blame
man.
the commission too because
Yep.
somebody could have said something. But I blame Roach's corner too because they could have contested that
Yep,
at that time.
yep.
Yeah.
They should have. But look, it was their first trip to the big dance.
Yeah, and so you don't be thinking about it. So yeah,
Yep. I'll still blame Eddie Cotton, Coach. He was a terrible ref.
oh man.
Now, come on. Let's be honest. What were your thoughts on third man in the ring, Eddie Cotton?
look, he has he has some good fights that he rough, and he has some not so good ones.
You know what?
That's
You're a
all I'm
good
gonna say
man,
about that.
Coach. You're a good man, Coach.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Uh, oh my gosh, we're down to the top three. Let's do it.
Yep. The top three. So here we go. Number 3.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I can hear Manuel's voice right now. Oh, geez. Prince Nassim Ahmed. The Prince was a global superstar, dazzling fans with his power, charisma, and unorthodox style. But he came into camp as big as a house, and I knew he was going to get whooped by Barrera.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
that's what he said verbatim behind the scenes. He told me, yeah, he came into camp as big as a house, and I knew we already lost the fight.
He's big as 2 houses right now.
Oh, Chihuahua. Look, I'll say this. I cannot wait to see his bio when it comes out next year. It's with Pierce Brosnan as his head trainer, Engel.
Really?
Yep. Prince Nassim. And of course, they don't show him looking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Of
Right.
course. He's big as a house, though.
Dude, like
Oh,
when
man.
you say, hey man, he really let himself go.
Oh no,
He
did.
really let himself go. Ching. Like, have you ever seen anything like it in boxing, Coach? To that
Oh, yeah.
extent?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Man,
absolutely. I seen it.
he's
You don't
like
have to name any names, Coach.
No, I'm not saying no name.
double his size when he was fighting. Like,
Oh,
geez.
Yeah.
Chingao.
It was like it was 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
Unbelievable. Oh goodness, man. Nassim Hamed, yo. Very talented fighter, but yeah, that Barrera fight. Ooh.
He lost it in the gym, guys. He lost
Yep.
it in the gym.
Like so many.
Yep.
That's the story. A lot of the fighters lose that fight before they even step in that ring. Because they don't take care of themselves before the fight. Man. Here is one guy that definitely took care of himself, regardless of what he was using or whatever it is. All right, here we go. Number 2.
Oh no. I you know what, James, you read this one. I can't say it.
All right, y'all must have forgot. Oh, Roy Jones Jr., considered by many the most gifted fighter in history. Roy Jones Jr. appeared untouchable in his prime, but after moving back down in weight following his heavyweight triumph, he suffered a shocking knockout loss to Antonio Tarver in 2004. Man, he, after his fight with John Ruiz, we had something lined up with Mike Tyson. And if that fight went through and he was able to get that fight and win, he would probably be considered among the best ever.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care what anyone says. He's considered among the best ever still.
Still,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Look, I'll say this, Coach. He had two great performances after that against two equally shot fighters in Felix Trinidad and Jeff Lacey.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yep.
That was it.
The thing about it is, you can't mess with that weight like that. That
Yep.
weight, man, that weight will hurt you every single time, you know. And with him going up to heavyweight and then try to drop way back down there, man,
Yeah.
and Tarver was waiting on that, you know. And Tarver was one of the best fighters back then.
Yep.
And you go back down to fight him, say, oh my God, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, he should have went down slowly, you know, took a fight at cruiserweight, you know, and then light heavyweight, you know, but he didn't take those steps. He went right
No.
back down. And man, that hurt him bad.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm still hearing the echo of Charles Barkley in my head. Man, I was watching the playoffs with my pops, basketball playoffs that night, because he wanted to watch the Spurs. And he says, man, Roy Jones Jr. just got knocked out. And I just ran upstairs to my computer to see if it was true. And
Wow.
sadly, it was.
Yeah. But Tarver was really good, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He was really good. But that's the thing about Roy. Roy didn't duck anybody.
Nope.
And that's the thing, you know. But to come down from heavyweight, though, he took on too big of a challenge.
With that said, Coach Ronnie, what do you see in the future of Terrence Crawford?
Well,
What would you recommend?
I recommend if he can't do a rematch with Canelo, he give up the belts and go down to 160. Try to get another belt there. And, you know, because let me tell you something. Some of the guys at 168 that's at the top of the division, too big, too strong, too active.
Yep.
He should leave that alone. It's
Yep.
an old saying in boxing, styles make fights.
Yep.
And Canelo was the perfect style for him. All these other guys, leave them alone.
Yep.
He don't
Like
need
Hamza Shiraz, forget about it.
Forget about it. He needs to leave Shiraz alone. That's the top one he needs to leave alone. You know, he's not going to fight his stablemate for
Lester
sure.
Martinez. Nope.
Not going to fight him. You know, but you know, as others he can fight, but I wouldn't recommend it. If he can't do a rematch with Canelo, I say give the belts up, let his stablemate fight for one of the belts, and you know, keep the belt in Omaha. You know, one of the belts in Omaha, and move down to 160, where he can fight all of those guys at 160.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good call, Coach. And Big Luke says, should have taken a belt at cruiserweight on the way down. Big Roy.
Absolutely. He should have.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good question here from Arlington Saint. He asked, I wonder if Jones' ego was his toughest opponent.
It could have been because, you know, knowing Roy, you know, Roy at the time thought he could beat anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
But when you mess with that weight like that, that's hard, man. It's hard on your body. It's tough on your body to do that. And yeah, he should have went down to cruiserweight, you know, won a belt there because he could have, because he was just that talented, and then go back down to 175, and everything would have been great for him.
Yeah, he lost too much muscle tone and mass.
Oh yeah.
Down, and it seemed to really take the legs out from under him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But see, John Ruiz was the perfect opponent for Roy because of his style. You know, he couldn't beat anybody else. But you know, but John Ruiz was perfect for him.
Well, that's a shame, guys. So who is number one? Big James?
Oh man. Yeah. This one probably is the one here. All right.
Okay, first of all, let's name our honorable mention.
All right.
Junior Jones,
Junior Jones.
after his loss to our brother John Michael Johnson, he was never the same, was he?
That's right.
Mm,
But
Junior
Junior,
Jones.
man, Junior Jones was, he had that right hand, man. Oof,
Oof.
he could punch.
Hmm.
For that small guy, he could punch.
And then he just fell off of a cliff, Coach.
Yep, it happens though.
Yep.
There might be
Just like the
somebody.
number one fighter on this
There might
list.
there might be somebody else that's currently fighting that could be around this list, but we'll mention them later. But let's go with number one.
Wait. Woohoo!
No, we're gonna find out later on that
Oh,
one.
dude, don't do that,
No,
man.
no, 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 no. Number one. Let's go. Number one.
All right. You do it in your best Mike Tyson impression.
I mean, come on, Joe. You can't do this to me, man. Come on, Joe. Listen. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Okay. I'm,
Guys, number one is Mike Tyson, the
I'm
ultimate
Mike
example of a
Tyson.
fighter's
Mike
aura.
Tyson. Look. You gotta understand something. I'm out there in Tokyo, Japan. I don't know how many times I've been out there in Tokyo, but you got all the women out there, man. Listen,
Oh, jeez, dude.
I had to partake in all of those women.
I read that he had his way with half the population there in Japan.
Yeah,
Oh,
I heard the same thing.
Oh,
man. But yeah, that fight against Buster
Buster
Douglas, man.
Douglas.
Ugh. And the thing
Yeah,
was, I mean, he had that knockdown too. So,
yeah.
but
I
just
think Mike he just took him too lightly, man.
yeah,
He way overlooked. He didn't even train for that fight.
yep.
You know, he went to have a good time in Japan, did that. You know, it was a money grab.
Like they weren't even prepared in the corner. Do you remember that weird looking water balloon they had
Yeah.
on his eye?
They
What
didn't
the
have
hell was that,
nothing.
Coach?
They didn't have no inswells. They had
nothing.
nothing. They didn't think they needed anything. That's how light they took this fight. When your cut man don't bring anything with him, that's a problem.
Yep.
Shouldn't that be like a violation of sorts?
It
It was
should
in
be.
Japan. It was in Japan, brother.
Yeah, it was in Japan though.
Yeah. But nobody brought anything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Gosh, what did they do? Where'd they find that balloon? It's like, dude, what was that?
Uh,
I know, right?
Did they use one of his leftover prophylactics?
Yeah, must have been. That's what it was.
Oh, that's what it looked like.
No, that's what it
Jeez.
was.
Say, hey, Mike, Iron Mike, was it ribbed for your pleasure? Chingao.
oh man.
Yeah,
Did I just say that on the air? I'm sorry, guys.
But that was the craziest thing. They didn't have
Oh,
anything in the
jeez.
corner, man.
Yeah, it was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, that kind of like as it said, it destroyed the aura of the baddest man on the planet
Yeah.
at that particular
Yeah.
Never the
time.
same after that.
Yeah.
Never the same.
But but it all worked out for us because Holyfield was tonight. They went to the heavyweight championship of the world.
Yeah.
There it is.
It worked out good for us at main events.
Yep. I tell you what, I still remember you jumping over poor Buster Douglas on the canvas.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Woo!
man. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a moment right there, man. So there's your top 10 list there of fighters that were never the same after a devastating loss there, man. Just want to give a quick shout out to those in the chat participating. My brother Thomas Hill in the building, the source of boxing, bless up, and says Ronnie Shields the great, bless up the brother.
Yes,
Our
sir.
good friend here, Toby
Sure.
Bartlett. Salute J. Bell, Joseph, Coach Ronnie in the
Brother
chat.
Toby, good to see you, my friend.
And Stephen Lokowski here with the comment
That's
about
my brother, Big Luke
Adrian
from
Broner.
PA.
He said about Adrian Broner here, ever since he started flushing 20s.
I do.
I remember that, man.
He's being
Uh,
nice. I think there were hundreds.
Yeah. And shout out to Alan Toussaint there again, talking about the thing there with Tyson versus Douglas. Yeah, he Buster had just lost his mom. He wasn't afraid of what hurt anyone can do, even
Yep.
Mike Tyson. So
Yep.
it was like
He
it
was
didn't matter.
Where
he was
everything
he was
aligned
man
except for that.
possessed that night.
Yeah,
Mike
man.
Tyson helped him.
Hmm.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Gave him a
Sure.
lot of help that night.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep, for
And
sure.
didn't Don King protest the loss? Didn't he say that the ref counted too slow or something like that?
I think that's what it was there with that Buster Douglas one. Yeah.
He
Uh,
protested after that, didn't he?
Yeah, but
He
he
made
lost.
a big stink and said Mike Tyson really should have had the knockout victory and accused the ref of counting too slow.
Of course, when you're losing all that money, everything seems slow.
oh man. Oh goodness, man. But
Hey, you know what? You know what? I think I hear Floyd Mayweather somewhere. Don't you, Big James?
yeah, let's see. Hold man. I mean, it costs a little bit there to kind of like bring them in, but at least we are able to secure them. So let's go with this one then.
Hey, this show needed the cash cow back to introduce fact or fiction.
Oh man, it does take a good minute to get him on, but hey, at least he's able to do it for us there. All right, let's see here, man. You know what? I'm gonna go with this one right here for the first fact or fiction. Let's do it. Dana White's attempt to circumvent the Ali Act shows that he doesn't care about boxers, just like he doesn't care about MMA fighters. Fact or fiction?
Man, that's a fact. You know, why I try to get rid of Muhammad Ali Act, man, I'm still puzzled by that. That still bothers me a lot, you know. And I just don't understand it, man. You know, this is where fighters need to protest on their own.
Yeah, when I talked about it a couple weeks ago before the fight week for Canelo versus Crawford when they had the hearing over in California, and a number of former fighters and for MMA or people that manage boxers that were on the call, like opposing that proposal that was there for the state of California, and that kind of like shows that even the fighters for MMA see like what has been going on as far as like either the pay being not what it should be, or just being inactive for an extended period of time because you don't necessarily know what's going to be going on with your career because you're basically under the control of just one particular entity.
Right.
And for Dana White to try to do that here with Zuffa boxing, like it's like absolutely crazy here. And given the other moves that he's making there under TKO, of course, with Khan and Turkey Al Sheikh, and then getting the Ring magazine involved with it, it's gonna make for a crazy situation here once he gets off and rolling, particularly with that involvement of Ring magazine and the Ring belt.
Guys, let's make no mistake about this, though. Okay? Fighters haven't been helping themselves at the elite level. It's like, dude, you know what? Quit trying to break the bank. And then when you do get that huge career high payday, you show no balls in the ring. It's like, you know what? That's enough. If you're going to demand that kind of money, then show us something. Show us something then, because that's what's doing this. It's everyone involved, guys. That's what's causing this. Because think about this. Dana White, Turkey Al Sheikh painted himself into a corner by paying these absurd inflated purses. And look what he got in New York. I guarantee you, if those guys actually threw down in Times Square that night, we wouldn't even be talking about this. Instead, they all had a heist with the Saudi Arabian money. And who does he turn to? The guy who's been trying to tank our beloved boxing for the last 2 decades, making a claim it's the dead sport.
Yeah.
That's the guy that you want to turn to, Turkey Al-Sheikh. And unfortunately, the fighters, the fans, and everyone involved put him in that position. And look, the fans are guilty as well. They haven't been helping. They've been stealing everything.
Yep.
And so Turkey, as desperate as he's been, not knowing what to do in the American market, he's like, you know what? I really don't know how to rectify this. So who does he turn to? Dana White. That's why we're here, guys. That's why we're here. Everyone is guilty. Except the trainers, of course. They're just doing their job.
Of course.
I mean, come on, guys. It's like when you pay a guy $10 million, and I'm going to call him out. I'm referring to Devin Haney. And then he puts forth that kind of performance against Jose Ramirez.
Yeah.
When you pay a guy like William Skull millions to put forth that kind of performance, you pay Ryan Garcia $20 million and he doesn't throw any punches and gets outpointed by Rolly Romero. That's what do you expect?
You really, really mess up the market by doing that. And
Yep.
thing is that okay, we get that you're in the middle of a project to, promote tourism and try to bring people into Saudi Arabia. We seen like the millions and millions, as The Rock says, of Ring Magazine issues that you distributed all throughout Canelo versus Crawford week that had like a little brochure for travel to Saudi Arabia. But at the same token, you gotta have some type of like wherewithal to see what's going on here with Dana White at the very least. That
He's a
he is,
desperate man.
yeah,
And he's bleeding millions. Look, and Alan Toussaint, I understand it's not the fighter's fault. It's not every fighter's fault. But come on. Let's call a spade, guys. Guys like Tank Davis. Oh, I don't care what the fans think. I'm going to fight Jake Paul in an exhibition. I'm going to take their money. What when the fans want to see Lamont Roach and you're giving him a big middle finger and Jake Paul?
well,
Don't tell me that it's not the fighter's fault. No, it's not every fighter's fault.
not every fighter's fault, but like I said there with Turkey LLC, I'll say it here with this thing with Jake Paul. If they're gonna offer that money as a professional fighter, you're a professional first, and you're gonna take what the biggest offer is out there. So if they're gonna give it to you, you got to go ahead and take that. So
Well, no, I understand that. Once again, everyone's to blame for this. Like I said, Turkey Al-Sheikh painted himself into this corner.
Yep.
And out of desperation, who does he turn to? The devil. I said it. The white devil. Yes.
Don't they always turn to the devil?
In desperation? Yes.
Oh man.
Dude,
And,
come on, man.
Like Alan
Dude,
Smith
he
says,
saw himself at the crossroads, man.
yeah, he says, and Dana White has influencers out there supporting him. Yeah, it's bad. And
Yep.
salute the brother Hawker here in the building. And yeah, it says, man, all about the money.
Yep, I've seen it. Guys like Brian Campbell, guys like Max Kellerman, a bunch of
Oh,
sellouts.
yeah. Oh my God. Max Kellerman.
Yo, Dana White is going to try to make boxing like the NFL.
Oh my God. You want the boxing to be like the NFL or the NBA?
It's like, dude, shut up, man. You want to be Eminem? Get out of here.
No. Boxing has always been big. Boxing will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Canelo, man.
Hey, Dana White, good luck producing and cultivating the next Canelo Alvarez.
Oh, goodness, man.
Good luck cultivating the next Terrence Crawford. Good luck.
Yeah. That ain't gonna happen.
Good luck cultivating the next Oscar De La Hoya. That takes quality, knowledgeable matchmakers and promoters.
Mm-hmm.
And you aren't one in boxing.
Nowhere near. And whatchamacallit ain't gonna really help him that much either. What's his name? Schaefer? Oh my God.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, Richard Schaefer. Look, I like Richard Schaefer on a personal level, but man, he's lost it. He's lost his touch, hasn't he, Ronnie?
It seems like it.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything, Ronnie. It's all right, brother.
Oh,
Man.
Because I know you like Richard too, man.
that's
I
my
love
buddy.
Richard. Yep, I love Richard. Look, he's ah yeah. I'm not. I'm gonna button my lip on that one, guys.
All right. So that we'll move on to this one for the
But
next
look,
one.
look. I'm sorry. I had to get that out, man. Because there's a reason why this is happening, guys. And once again, I told Thomas, I was talking to Thomas Triver about this, and I know I shouldn't be mentioning this, but I'm going to. He was really worried about, you know what? I hope I still, I hope it doesn't change the Riyadh season events. I'm like, no, it's only in the American market. Everything else that Turkey Al Sheikh is doing is fine in the UK, fine in Japan, fine in everywhere else. But the American market, it's like, look, I'm trying and nothing's working. So out of desperation, he turns to the devil. Chingao, man.
Man. Unreal, man. Unreal. All right, let's go to this next one here for fact or fiction. You're gonna mix it up here. All right. Virgil Ortiz Jr. better be on his A game on November 8th, or he will end up like Jesus Ramos did against Erickson Lubin 2 years ago. Fact or fiction?
Hey, that's a fact.
Mm,
And I know they're not gonna take Lubin. You know, they're not gonna underestimate Lubin because they know Lubin. If all you gotta do is go back and look at his fights, this guy can fight. Do he have
yep.
the best chin in the world? No, he doesn't. But
He's got heart, though.
he got a lot of heart, but he got a lot of skills also,
Mm-hmm.
and
And he's
that's
got
the
some
part.
power.
Yes, he does. And he's a southpaw, so he can really fight. So, and he's real confident right now. When I saw him in Dallas and spoke to him for a little bit, he's ready, man. This is another opportunity for him. So, and it's
Yep.
a huge opportunity for him, especially in someone's backyard.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, this is for that interim WBC Super Welterweight Championship that Virgil Ortiz Jr. has, and they're at that press conference that was there the previous week. He sat there and he was like, "Man, I'm looking at this little promotional thing they got going on. I see this poster, and they, got me here like
Yeah,
really, small there in the poster with Virgil Ortiz Jr. Oh, they are looking big and stuff. I'm like, you know what?
just
I don't
throw it
like
up.
this. Just rip the promotional poster up, man. So
Yeah,
he's like, listen, he knows what's on the line here. We would have had that opportunity for what it was, the IBF belt, but he said, you know what? I'm going to go here with this fight against Virgil Ortiz Jr. and kind of like show that, hey, I don't think he's necessarily ready for the big time just yet. So it's going to be a very, very good fight there on November 8th.
absolutely.
Yep. Both guys are getting ready to die with their boots on, and I love it. See, this is what I'm
Mhm.
talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. And these guys are making a fraction of what those children made in Times Square a few months ago.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're going to leave it all in the ring, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Quick shout out to good supporter of us here, actually on the Rumble there, Big Bear Highway number 59. There saying hello, Coach. They're looking good there on that one. So wanted to,
And hey, Alan, thank you for joining us, my brother. God bless you, sir.
yeah, man. Salute to you, brother Allen, for joining us there on that front. Yeah, man. He had a number of comments there for Max Kellerman as well. So that was kind of funny there. All right, let's see. We're gonna go with this next one here for fact or fiction. All right, Turkey Al Sheikh is ahead of himself by planning a doubleheader involving David Benavidez and Devin Haney in February, as one of them will lose in November. Fact or fiction?
Oh, that could be a fact. Let me tell you something.
Mm,
If Devin Haney looking past Brian Norman, brother, he got problems.
mm.
He got huge problems with Brian Norman. I'm telling you that right now. Because Brian Norman ain't no joke. This kid can fight. And he's a world champion. So, that let you tell you right there. They really overlooking that fight. Now Benavidez against Yard, I think Benavidez wins that fight.
Yep.
But you can't underestimate Yard, because Yard is a puncher. He got a good punch on him. So
Yep.
you can never underestimate that. But I think Big Benavidez is going to win, but that's just thinking out loud. But the other fight, Haney and Norman, Haney could run as far as he want to run. He cannot. I think Brian Norman will chase him down. He knows the cutoff
Look,
spots.
yeah, Coach, I think Devin and Bill have made a huge miscalculation. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when I was speaking to Hops and the late great brother Nassim for the Kovalev fight. They were like, "Oh man, it's going to be just like another Kelly Pavlik," and I'm like, "Guys, they're not the same.
No,
They're not the same."
No.
I think Bill and Devin think this is going to be Regis Fragrias Part 2. And it's not. He
no.
can cut off the ring and close the distance much more effectively.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah,
we
so
know Devin is not
everything
going
that
to
you're
stand.
saying is right on the money.
Devin is not going to stand up and fight with him. That's for sure. He's going to get on his bicycle. But, Brian is going to cut the ring. And I think Brian will stop him late.
Yep.
Brian can punch.
Yep. Look, Regis could punch too, but he was
but
a
he's
counterpuncher in the pocket by trade.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He couldn't cut off the ring and close the distance if his life depended on it. And I love Reg. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
But Brian Norman, he doesn't have that problem, Ronnie.
Oh, no. This kid can really go. He's really good.
Yep, really good. And the
Guys,
thing is,
November 22nd can't come soon enough. And guys, we're going to be treated also. Don't forget, Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes, guys. Woo!
And I got my guy on that card too.
That's a great one, guys.
Don't forget my guy.
Whoa! What?
Don't forget my guy on that card, November 22nd.
Wait a minute.
Vito
Did they put him back on that card?
Vito Madnicki.
Oh, Vito. Vito's on that card?
Yeah.
Let's hear it, Coach.
Yeah, Vito Madnicki is on that card.
Wait a minute. Didn't Vito sign with Dana White?
Yes, but that's the same card.
Oh, yes. Woo! Do you have an opponent yet, Coach?
Yes, we do. It's an African kid. I don't have his name in front of me right now, but yeah, he's for fight this kid that's, I've been looking at the kid. The kid is really good, but Vito just has to be Vito, and it's gonna be a good fight.
Ooh. Outstanding, Coach. Outstanding. We can't wait.
There you go. Breaking news right there.
Wait a minute. Is it rumored that Dave Morrell Jr. versus Callum Smith is going to be on the undercard of Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson now? Next year?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard that.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I wasn't supposed to say anything. Oh. Coach, look, no, never mind. I'm going to call you about this one. We're gonna take care of this off the air. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything.
All right. Yeah. It's I'll follow up on the thing there with Brother Vito on that. But we'll have one more fact or fiction, and then we're gonna see if we can move to this next segment on there. So, all right, here we go with this one. If the rumors become true, then a fight between Hamza Shiraz and Janibek Alimhamullah would easily be one of the best fights to make at 168. Fact or fiction?
Oh, that's a fact.
What?
That'd be a good fight.
Is that what Janibek is referring to?
Not just Janibek referring to it.
Oh my gosh, that's what Hamza Shiraz was saying was a big surprise.
That could possibly be it.
Oh. Coach, who wins that and why?
I think Shiraz wins. I think he's too big and he can really fight. You know, I think his last fight at 160, he didn't look so good, you know, when he fought for the title. But when he moved back, when he went up to 168, he really looked good to me. And so I think he's big, he's strong, and he got length, he got height. You know, this kid is going to be hard to beat by anybody.
Yep. Coach has a good eye. Coach has the best eyes in the business. He sees it. Oh, look at Big Luke's comment. I want to have Ronnie answer this one right here.
All right. Let's see. How does a good boy get a first name like Vito?
How does a good Polak get a first name like Vito?
Because he's mixed with Italian.
Yep. There it is.
Yep.
He's mixed with Italian, so he's Italian and Polish.
Yep.
Oh, man.
There it is. There it is. Thank you for the question,
man.
Big Luke. We love you.
Oh man, that was a good one. A very good one. Oh goodness. All right.
Can't forget your ancestors, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very true. Very true. Oh man. All right. So let's see here. We're gonna have another segment here. This is a bonus, so we're gonna do this.
Wait a
here.
minute. Wait a minute. Remember, Big James.
Mm.
Remember, my Reds are playing the Dodgers right now in the postseason. Can we save this one for next week because it's pretty darn juicy, and I don't want to cut any corners. Let's just extend this fact or fiction because I've got a couple of them, brother.
All right. So yeah, just do that. A couple more there. We'll table the other 10 here for later down the line. Then how about that?
Look, yeah, that's okay. That's like yeah, man. Because that one, what is that list again? What was that? What was it labeled?
The thing was, that one was the top 10 things Dana White had about.
Oh, you know what? Let's do this. We'll save the fact or fiction for later. I want to hear Coach Ronnie's thoughts on these. This is really good. Yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies, Big James.
All right, so let's do this here. All right,
Eddie.
Let's cue him up again.
Maybe, just maybe, it's time for Coach Ronnie's top 10. Bing!
All right, let's get to it there. Yeah, as I said, the top 10 things Dana White will have to deal with now that he's in boxing. Yeah, the whole super boxing thing, and we talked about Brian Campbell and Max Kellerman. All I ain't even gonna say it. So let's just get right into it. Starting with number 10, there, Joe.
Poor undercards on major pay-per-views. Fans shell out big money for pay-per-view cards, yet too often the undercards are filled with mismatches or prospects against overmatched opposition. Instead of stacked nights of action, many fans feel cheated by one great main event and a forgettable lead-up.
That's true. Happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Wait a minute. Look, Dana White's first event. I can't say that look, he really dropped the ball by not putting Brandon Adams versus Sergey Boachuk on the main card.
Oh my God!
You not put that on.
Instead he put Callum Walsh, Fernando Vargas Jr.
No, you put in that. Who's the guy that they put on there? Travis Crawford versus what? Muhammad Alakel? Oh my God! You mean to tell
and that
me
was a 10-rounder, a 6-0 fighter featuring a 10-rounder,
a 10-rounder. So you mean to tell me?
Well, you're off to a banging start there, Dana.
You mean to tell me that I'm getting all the way over to Allegiant Stadium to try to make it in time for the main card just to see Muhammad Alakel versus Travis Crawford? Come on, what are we doing?
Yep, got to do better, Dana.
Oh, jeez, man.
Hey, Dana, is that your head or did your neck just blow a bubble?
Oh man,
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, you ready for number 9? Because this was another one. Oh,
here it comes.
Number 9.
Long ring walks and delays. A fight scheduled for 11 p.m. often doesn't start until well after midnight. At least it didn't until, well, yeah. And what happened? Didn't Dana White say, hey, the pacing's going to be much better in these fights? Yeah. Between undercard delays, drawn out ring walks, and promotional filler, fans complain all the time about boxing dragging out the spectacle at the expense of the audience's patience. What time did the main event start, Crawford Canelo?
It's like shortly after midnight, pretty much, because I
It
was
was after
complaining.
1 a.m. on the East
Yeah,
Coast.
Yeah,
yeah,
like had to be. I'm like, I'm sitting there after going through all of those 10 round bouts. You
yeah,
only had one of them be, anywhere near as good with the Lester Martinez versus Christian and Billy, and then you had that co-feature bout, and I'm like, ugh. And you mean to tell me that y'all are waiting and waiting and waiting, and then you got to get these performers set up, and then they got to get ready to play, and then they're playing and all that type of stuff, and I'm like sitting there, I'm like, oh,
And that's another thing. They all went 10 rounds.
yeah.
all of them.
All
Like,
of
why didn't you just go right into the next fight?
it. Yeah, that was
What's
crazy.
going on?
I'll just put it like this: if I wasn't like, of course, well, I wasn't approved, and a number of the media people were like at the very top of Allegiant Stadium. I'm like, oh no. I was like at a 300 level. I'm like, oh no. When I seen where they were at, I'm like, no, that is not the business. No. Mm-mm. So being
Crazy.
out there until like that was easily 6 hours.
Yeah,
Me
well,
being
so
there.
much for Dana White making the pacing a lot more fan friendly.
Now, imagine
Let's hit
being
the
there
next
for
one,
the first
brother.
fight. Imagine being there for the first fight. Nah, ain't no way. No
No.
way at all. No.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. All right. Ready for number 8. Let's do it. Number 8.
Lack of consistent TV coverage. Unlike the UFC, which centralizes its product, boxing is fractured across multiple networks and streaming services. Fans are frustrated with having to juggle subscriptions and platforms just to follow their favorite fighters. Yes.
Uh,
How's Dana White going to fix that one, coach?
he's not.
And there it is. There it is.
Not going to fix that.
Nope.
Nope. I mean, you could try to get everything in one platform, but yeah, good luck with all of that. Especially what is he trying to do there with this one? Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus. Come on, man. I don't even use Paramount Plus, but you think you're gonna get? I don't know if you're gonna get how many people to get Paramount Plus. They don't even do that for the NFL. Like, come on, what are we doing here? All right. Oh goodness, number 7. Oh man, this is gonna be one. All right, number 7.
Uh-oh. How are you going to fix this one, Dana? Inconsistent refereeing. Referees play a pivotal role, yet the inconsistency is maddening. Some fights are stopped far too early, Tony Weeks, while others allow fighters to absorb unnecessary punishment, Tony Weeks.
20 weeks.
Like, come on, dude. Oh, poor Tony, man. I love Tony, man. Yeah, he really blew it, man. I think he just stayed in the sport way too long, don't you think?
Yeah, it could be, man. Sometimes, you overstay your welcome,
Well, can we call him the Roy Jones of refereeing? Because he was elite
So,
at one time.
Oh, he was, man.
Oh,
He was. He
geez.
was the best.
Yeah, he was like Double S, Steve Smoger. He would always give the fighters the benefit of the doubt and let them fight through adversity.
Yeah,
And that's why we loved him.
yeah,
And then that fight with David Morrell and Yerba Sanala
yeah,
really, really, yeah, that damaged him, I think, coach.
yeah.
yeah, sure did, man. And you have someone like him, or you were talking about that fight with Tank versus Roach earlier. That guy
Oh
there,
boy,
man.
Steve Willis.
Steve
And then
Willis.
don't forget to bring up Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Harvey Doc,
Harvey Dot.
Chingo.
Oh,
It's
what
like,
you mean?
dude,
Dave Chappelle.
yes. Look, Jaime has the beat there, man. Mills Lane was a great ref,
Oh
man. One of
yeah.
the greats.
Oh,
Yep.
he was.
Yep.
He would like
Oh,
if you were holding too much, he would smack your glove away. You
he
remember
did.
that?
He did. He let you know.
Arthur McCanty Sr. was a great ref too. Frank Cappuccino,
Frank
Mhm.
Double F
Cappuccino.
Steve Smoger, who I mentioned. Where have you gone, Frank Cappuccino?
And
Oh
there's
man.
a lot of those good refs, man. A lot of them. Oh man, but that is, as you say, one of the many issues that Dana White would have to deal with here in boxing. But this is another one here for number 6.
Poorly matched fights. And yeah, he did a real bang up job in that first bout of the main card for Crawford Canelo, didn't he? Fans have long lamented tune-up fights or blatant mismatches, especially when they're sold as pay-per-view attractions. Dana, nothing kills enthusiasm faster than a lopsided bout with no suspense or competitive edge. Dana. Oh, hey,
Yeah,
he's batting 1,000, isn't he, Ronnie?
Yes, he is.
kind of understand that we're in an era where almost like everything is on TV. But come on, man, like gotta have some type of restraint to put like things that aren't gonna look good on TV and then have people pay for it. Come on, what are we doing here? Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
yeah, man.
Oh,
Dana White is clueless, guys. Come on.
speaking of paying for it, number
Oh,
5.
ticket prices. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's batting 1,000, dude. Do you remember how much tickets were at
No,
Allegiant Stadium?
how much?
Nosebleed seats were going around at least over $500 for
Are
like
you?
the 300 or
Yep.
400 level
In a
seats
stadium, coach.
in a
Oh,
stadium.
that's crazy.
Ticket
Yeah.
prices and accessibility. Boxing has priced many loyal fans out of arenas. While promoters chase big money gates in places like Vegas, average fans find themselves shut out of the live experience.
Ah.
Yes.
I'll just say that I'm kind of glad that I was able to get a ticket when I did for that fight.
Yeah, he waited to the last second and got a Groupon, coach. Look, I'll say this,
Hey, that's
guys,
good.
and this is why I'm telling you, make the trip to San Antonio. One, I'm coming out of retirement, and I'm going to be doing press for this fight in San Antonio between Pitbull Cruz and Lamont Roach Jr. Okay, and also, guys, they're making it accessible to the real fight fans in a San Antonio fight market. Guys, come out and support this one.
Where's the fight gonna be held at?
I think it's going to be at the Frost Bank Center,
Yeah, Frost. Yeah,
home of the Spurs.
home of the Spurs. Yeah, yeah. They got the Spurs have an extended like road trip during that time period, so
Oh,
that
that's
The
opens it.
pride of San Antonio's East Side, baby.
Yep,
Woo!
we'll be good to go here. They just waiting for the announcement on that.
So,
All right.
guys, go support this one, guys. It's out, accessible to the real fight fans, and I promise you, the highest level, the upper deck, is not going to be $500. That's absurd. Shh.
Man, might not even be 200, man.
Way to go, Dana. Way to clean up boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great job. Great job.
Great job. So far, he's guilty of all of these, isn't he?
Yeah, every single one of these. But let's see how he does here with number 4.
Oversaturation of alphabet titles. Ooh, he is wholeheartedly against this. WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO interim regular super franchise. The endless list of belts and titles drives fans crazy. Instead of clarity, the title scene often feels like a circus.
yeah. Well, he tried to keep Mauricio out, couldn't do it.
No, I saw that. Hey, look, Mauricio. I love Mauricio. He was rooting for our Cowboys on Sunday, so hey, he's
Yeah.
all right in my book.
Yeah, Dana's gonna try here, with the involvement of Ring. So we'll see how far that goes, especially with how they're gonna be able to incorporate a
Look,
ranking
let
system.
me tell you. Let me tell you how he's going to fail and why he's not going to be able to do this. Ronnie, you and I both know this. Fans, they might bellyache about this, but I'm sorry. They love title fights, and so do networks.
Yep.
So how's he going to do away with all the belts?
He can't. I don't see how. I don't see how he can do it.
Once again, who pays for these events?
The fans does.
And the networks. And
Absolutely.
they both love title fights.
No doubt.
Yep. So we're
Case
gonna see.
closed. Good luck, Dana. Good
Yep.
luck, brother.
Yep. Let's see how far it goes with that one too. Oh man. But
Good luck, brother.
now I don't know if he has to worry about this one all too much, but we'll see how this goes here with number 3.
Politics between promoters and networks. The greatest frustration is knowing which fights should be happening but don't because promoters or broadcasters can't agree. Turf wars keep super fights in limbo. He's already stated he doesn't want to work with any other promoters.
Yeah. Then I don't see how he gonna make it without doing that because
Yeah, because they're the ones
all
that
the best
cultivate all the
fighters,
talent.
all the best fighters have promoters. So I don't know where he's gonna go.
Yeah, you don't know how it's gonna work. Oh man, goodness, man, it's gonna be a real tough obstacle for Dana White.
And that's
There.
another thing, coach. What matchmakers are working with Dana White who can cultivate and nurture talent? Do you know of any?
I don't know if any. I haven't seen one that's working with him. So I don't know.
Exactly.
So, but
Yeah.
whoever put on that card with Canelo and Crawford, that card sucked big time. Whole card
You
sucked.
mean you didn't like Callum Walsh versus Fernando Vargas Jr. in the co-main event?
Hell, a lot of people complain about that
uh,
Among other things.
because they didn't want nothing to take away from the main event. But you still got to put on great fights. People
Yep.
paying good money to see these things, and all of a sudden you put that on.
That was disgraceful, coach. That was
It was.
embarrassing.
It was.
Like honestly, Jake Paul did a better job with Mario Vargas versus Abel Ramos and the two girls in the co-main.
yeah,
Anna
yeah.
Serrano and Katie Taylor.
Katie Taylor.
That was those were barn burners compared to what we saw, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, geez. Dude, Jake Paul is already doing a pile driver on Dana White. I love it. Woo!
Oh man. All right. Let's see here now. This one is one that is tough for any promoter or person in boxing to shake. Number 2.
Uh-oh. Bad judging and controversial scorecards. Few things anger fans more than watching a clear winner get robbed on the cards. From Canelo Golovkin 1, yes, I said it, to Pacquiao Bradley, yes, I said it again. Controversial decisions erode trust in the sport. How are you going to change that one, Dana?
He's not. He's not. Unless he got him in his pocket.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't
Look,
be giving him clues, huh?
no, Ronnie, look, and no one's going to help him. I can't look. If he asked you, Ronnie, if he asked, he said, yeah, Ronnie, I'm new to this boxing thing. Can you help me out on how can we help scoring? What would you tell him?
Get some great judges.
Yeah. So
That's all he can do.
so I want to run these two things by you, and this is the only thing I can think of, Coach. Allowing judges to score even rounds once again for uneventful and rounds that are too close to call.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. They should. They should. Because it's starting to happen too much. And how do you pick a win out of that round out of that when
Yep.
nobody's doing anything? You know. I think it's the commission have problems with draws. I don't have a problem with draws. You know. Sometimes it's that way. It's what it is.
Yep.
Why give somebody something that they didn't deserve?
And also, why would you want an uneventful feeling out round to determine the winner of the fight?
There
Yeah,
you go.
that don't make sense.
Okay, and this is the other recommendation that I can think of. If a guy does more than what a usual 10-9 round looks like,
Right.
award more 10-8 rounds for better work. If a guy is beating someone to from pillar to post, but doesn't score a knockdown, give him a damn 10-8.
It should be a 10-8 round. And
Hmm.
a lot of commissions won't allow that. They will not allow that.
Jeez.
Why? I have no idea. But they should allow that because I've seen a lot of one-sided rounds that definitely should be 10-8 rounds, and they will not allow it. It
You
doesn't
mean
make sense.
like the 10th? You mean like the 10th and 11th rounds of the Canelo or the Lomachenko Devin Haney fight?
Absolutely.
There it is. There it is.
Man.
Ah.
Yeah, that one's gonna take a good long time.
Those are the only two things I can think of that would help Dana White's case, but of course he's not going to think of that.
Well, there's probably one other thing that you might have thought, or maybe you brought up, and that's bringing back odd number of rounds.
Yes. Yes.
Let's do it
Please
all
don't
across the
listen.
board.
Look. Whatever you do, do not listen to Mauricio. God bless Mauricio. I love him. He's such a nice guy. But he was actually talking about adding 2 more judges at ringside.
Oh no, no,
No.
no.
Three
Yeah.
is enough. Three is
Yep.
enough.
3 is
There is enough.
enough.
There is enough. Just make this to solve the thing with the
But
jaws. Just
I
have
don't know
odd
what
number
two. I
rounds.
don't know what would 5 judges do that 3 judges can't do.
Well, he was talking about having 5 judges score the fights and then take off the 2 widest scorecards.
That's not fair.
And there it is. There it is.
Man,
How you gonna do that? If a guy deserves a wide score, you gonna take it off? Why would you take
Uh,
that off?
like so, you're gonna take so if someone has a dominant performance and it's like a 118,
Yeah,
110, you're gonna take that off.
you gonna take that off? Well, why would you do that? He deserves it. I
uh,
mean, I think they're forgetting that these guys have to work, man. They have to train. They have to sacrifice. They have to do all this stuff, and then you take away from that. Why would you do that? It's not fair to the fighters.
oh, man, coach, something scary just came to my mind. Do you remember that catastrophic failure when the WBA tried to use decimal points back in the day?
I don't remember that.
The WBA for like a couple of years tried to use decimal points. I think they started it in Panama and South America and those countries, but they were at one point trying to use decimal points
That's crazy.
as if the scores aren't already as confusing enough,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Jeez, they're trying to use decimal points. Chingo.
That's
Look,
worse.
all I can say is this: you can make it. A great recommendation by James. Odd number rounds, and then even scored rounds on the ones that are too close to call or uneventful,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then giving a fighter more credit when he deserves it. 10-8, more 10-8 rounds.
More 10-8
Yeah.
rounds.
I
Yep.
agree with that.
That would those things would help, but once again, Dana's not going to think of that.
Nope. Definitely not gonna think of that. And even here with this one for number one, he
Uh-oh.
deals with it.
Hold on. What do you think that is, Coach? The number one fan grievance in boxing?
Boxing.
Oh Man, it's too many.
Here it comes. Here it comes. We've already painted the laundry list, but here's the number
Here,
one biggest grievance
here we
from
go.
fans. Fights taking too long to happen. The top grievance remains the endless delays in making the biggest fights. Mayweather Pacquiao took half a decade too long.
Yeah,
Crawford Spence was years overdue. By the time they finally happen, one fighter is often past his peak. Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good one. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame that you know the majority can't fight in their prime.
Yep.
It should happen. You know, but sometimes you have too many promoters out there
Yep.
that they don't want to deal with it.
Protect their guys.
Absolutely, and that's what I mean. They want to protect their fighter and not let it happen. But sooner or later, these guys will have to understand it's going to come to a point to where they're going to have to make a decision. Look, you guys either fight the best fights or boxing is going to suffer. Simple as that.
True.
Amen. Very well said, Ronnie. And that's the completion of our list. Dude, that was excellent, man. Those two lists were right on.
Yep. They
A
were.
lot more agreeable to Ronnie than what was the last top 10 list that he had a hard time with?
not the pound for pound.
Yep, the pound for pound list. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was a great list, but
Oh yeah.
he did a whole number of modifications
Oh
to that
man,
list.
yeah,
Oh,
Ronnie
yeah.
torched it, brother.
Uh,
Yeah, he just threw that right in the trash and burned the burned the trash.
Didn't he say one of our picks, James? He said it belonged in maybe number 25.
Like something like that. Oh
now
man.
that was being nice.
Oh yeah, he was. He was. Oh,
Uh,
God. Oh, we got a
Oh,
question
dude.
here. Big ups to Harsher Than Harsh. Yes. Hey, Ronnie, do you remember Greg Green?
Greg Green.
Mm-hmm. It looks like that's who they asked as far as like I don't know if it's fighter or whatever it was. So
I don't remember Greg Green.
mm, maybe it's
Remember Ed Green?
yeah,
Ed.
maybe that's who they probably referring to.
Or
Uh,
maybe he remembers Greg Blue from the tri-state area.
Yeah.
oh man, yeah, that.
No, I don't remember Greg
But
Green.
yep, this gotcha,
Oh, I tell you what,
gotcha.
guys, I
Really?
want to watch my Reds versus the Dodgers. Come on, Reds. Woo! Making the
You got
playoffs for the first time since 2021. Thank you, Major League Baseball.
yeah.
I will say this, though, Coach. Last thing, I get Caballel.
Yeah.
Man, you see, what Caball's supposed to be lined up? Who is he supposed to be lined up to fight there in the heavyweight division? If you are there still, Joe?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Nelson Husa. Hey, that's a Teddy Atlas name right there.
Who's
Nelson Husa, heavyweight division. He's fighting Agit Caballel in Germany. Do you know who that is? Nelson Husa.
Never heard of him.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you some tape. I don't think this is a good idea, honestly, Coach.
But let me ask you a question now. We got a question for both of y'all.
all right.
What y'all think about what's his name? Isma? Okay.
You talking about Moses Italma?
Most of the time.
Itama.
Yep.
What you think about him turning down Frank Sanchez?
I think that's a good move by Frank Warren. Because Frank Sanchez,
Yeah.
he's a southpaw. He's gonna try and move. I think that's a smart move by Frank Warren. Moses Itama isn't gonna look good.
Right.
Well,
At least that's what I think.
He's supposed to look good. He's
Yeah.
he's one of the top prospects in the heavyweight division.
Yeah,
Ah.
he's supposed to be right there to be fighting
So
Alexander
let me
Usyk,
ask you a
right?
question. And suppose he was champion right now, and Frank Sanchez was a mandatory. He's not going to fight him because he ain't going to look good.
Well, I tell you what, it looks like we're going to see Greg Brady Jr., the master of the perm and the 70s mustache, Ricardo Torres.
Oh, that's a
Woo!
good one.
Uh,
Yeah.
But it's not Itama and Sanchez. I mean, why
Yeah,
would they
well,
turn that fight down? I can't
I,
understand that.
yeah,
I think
well,
Itama knocks him out early.
ooh.
I don't know. If Frank
I do.
Sanchez, well,
Tell you.
well, if you see it, I'm not going to argue with that, coach. You have
No,
better eyes than the both of
but
us
it
put
just don't make
together.
sense to me though. You know, this kid is just everybody's talking about him. He's just up and coming guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and all of a sudden, you know, you're putting a veteran in there, and all of a sudden, he don't want it. Now he'll fight for the title against Usyk, but he won't fight Frank Sanchez. I'm bothered by that one.
Mm.
Southpaw, mover, crafty, going to try and survive from the
Yeah.
Again,
Cuban school.
suppose
Oh,
he was
yeah. I
champion
still
and Frank
gotta.
Sanchez was the manager. All that go playing? You gonna give it up?
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta see what Sanchez's condition is after him having those
Exactly.
knee
That's my
issues.
point. That's my point. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, because he had to fight with Caballel, and he had the bad knee for that fight. Yeah, he
Yeah,
got beat up. So
He got his ass whooped.
yeah,
yeah. But then that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a hard. I don't think it's a tough fight.
Mm.
yeah.
Well, uh, I'm gonna have to sleep on that one, Coach.
Obviously, they didn't.
Ah,
They turned
Oh
it
man,
down. Can't believe it.
woo.
And it was a fine eliminator.
Yep.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Well,
Was it
apparently
Harsher?
Frank Warren thinks if he plays his cards right with this kid, he's not going to need the titles for people to come and see him in the ring.
Mm.
He is building a reputation of being the next Mike Tyson, and he's a big ticket seller already.
Yeah, he
So
is.
maybe that's what they're thinking.
Well, you could
Yeah.
do that with Frank Sanchez, I guess. I don't know. Harsher than Harsh follows up with the thing with Greg Green. He said that Greg Green came up in the amateurs with you. Said you guys got coached by Roy Harris in Texas.
No, I never been trained by Roy Harris.
Uh,
I know Roy Harris, but I never been trained by him ever, amateur or pro.
uh,
Mm.
gotcha.
So he got me mistaken for somebody else. Then.
Wow, you know what, Coach? That response was harsher than harsh.
No, but I mean, I wasn't trained by Roy Harris. I know
No,
Roy.
I'm just jiving with
Yeah,
you,
No,
brother.
I know, but I
yeah.
know Roy Harris really well. But no, Greg Green.
Wait a
No,
minute. Wasn't Roy Harris from Cut and Shoot?
yeah, Cut and Shoot, Texas.
I know Roy too. He's a great
Yeah,
guy.
you know Roy. Yeah, Roy's a good guy.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Wow. Yeah,
But
Cut
yeah,
and Shoot, Texas. Man, can you imagine growing up in Cut and Shoot, Coach?
nope.
A town called Cut and Shoot.
Cut and Shoot.
I don't know where in the world that like I hadn't even heard of that in
Hey
Texas.
man,
What?
that's
What?
only
Yeah.
in Texas, baby. Come on now.
That's it. I was
Man.
only in Texas. Yeah, but no, but I'm good friends with Roy and his family, and I
Great
know
guy.
them well. But no, I never was trained by Roy.
Wait a minute. Didn't Roy actually fight?
Yes.
You know, who did he fight? He fought champion, didn't he? A
Yeah, he
heavyweight?
did. He fought a champion. Yeah, he did.
Who did he fight? He fought
I forget who it was.
I forget too, but yeah, he fought someone big back in the day.
He did. He did.
Yeah, Roy's a
Sonny
great
Liston
guy, man. Sonny Liston.
Sonny Liston.
It was Sonny.
and
Yeah.
Floyd.
Floyd Patterson.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
Roy
did.
Harris, man. He's
Yeah.
Hey, how come? Ah, yeah. Cut and Shoot, Texas.
Cut and Shoot. That's right.
Wow.
Oh man, good old days.
Oh
But I
yeah.
tell you what, I think we're at the end of the line. Big James, you want to send us home, brother?
Oh man, this was another great edition of Real Boxing with Coach Ronnie Shields, and of course, wouldn't have been able to do it with our great co-host here, Brother Joseph Herron of War of Week Boxing. Be sure to catch him on the War of Week Boxing channel and your other channel as well. There, Brother Joe, if you can
God's
mention that.
perfect love. Guys, come and join me on my journey with Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Blessed be God forever.
And of course, as always, we get our closing message from the coach, Ronnie Shields, there. So, what do you got for us, Coach?
As always, you can follow me on Instagram at official Ronnie Shields.
From our co-host, Brother Joseph Herron of Warwick Boxing, I am the host, J.R. Bell of the Boxing Source, and this is another edition of Real Boxing with Ronnie Shields. Have a great evening, everybody.